There's no such thing as a perfect story, but Fullmetal Alchemist comes close. Action, adventure, fantasy, philosophy, drama, romance, comedy, tragedy. FMA has got something in it for everyone. It has a message for every heart. It's not just another anime, it's a journey. Let me tell you about Edward and Alphonse, two ordinary kids who their dad left them when they were very young, and they were living alone with their mom like any other single-parent family nowadays, except when they were very young, their mother died of a sickness. So they wanted to bring her back. And in the process, Edward lost his arm and his leg, and Alphonse lost his entire body, leaving him a soul in a suit of armor. Kind of not your average story, huh? Well, along the way, well, first things first, they live in this country where you can use alchemy and make things out of other things, which is pretty awesome. So, hard to explain. Well, Edward joins the military and becomes a state alchemist, so he can get funding, so he can find the Philosopher's Stone, which will eventually help him and Alphonse get his body back, get their bodies back. And along the way, they meet many people, and they go on these great adventures, and they eventually end up saving a lot of people from a terrible tragedy. So, that's, I think, the best way I can summarize it without spoiling anything. It's a very good story, but it's very hard to summarize it without spoiling very much. I found FMA, I think maybe when I was like 8 or 9. Well, no, I was around 10 or 11 maybe. And I remember the first time I saw it was one of the video games. A friend of ours had it, and I remember seeing it, and I remember seeing Edward as this short kid, and Alphonse as this big suit of armor. And he was talking about how the suit of armor was the guy's younger brother, and it was his soul trapped in there, and I thought it was interesting. But it got pushed to the back of my mind until I was about 14 or 15, and I was at my local library, and there was a poster for it. And I recognized it, and I thought it looked interesting. So I went to the manga shelf, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, this looks really interesting. So I picked up all the available volumes, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with Edward's craziness, with Alphonse's kindness and compassion, with Winry's eccentricity, with Panako's craziness, with all the characters. And since then, I've just been a huge fan. It's a part of me. I don't think I would be the person I am today if I didn't read it. I fell in love with it because, for one, it was a great story. It was just, I don't know what it made me want to keep reading it, but for some reason I felt like I should just keep reading it. I don't know why, but I did. It was just something about the story. Maybe it was Edward or Alphonse, I don't know, maybe it was Edward, that just made me want to keep reading it. Like, you're following with this person, and it's not like a character in just any other book you read. This person, you can feel his emotion when he's hurting. You can feel it when he's happy. You can feel it. You can just feel anything. You can just you feel like you're a part of it. It's very weird, but you just do. And, like, I've related to FMA in a lot of ways, like my relationship with my brother and stuff like that, but it's not the same. It's like, I can't really think of any way that I can relate to it because, I don't know, it is a part of me. I can't relate to something that's a part of me. And I mean, sure, the alchemy and adventure is really cool, but FMA is really about the emotions of a human. It's about human emotion. It's about the pain, the suffering, the agony, the joy, the sorrow, the light at the end of the tunnel. Through whatever happens, these two boys, they've got this goal that they're going to get their bodies back. They're going to keep their friend from crying. They're going to succeed. And it's so amazing just the way the author was able to capture that. And it's amazing. Fullmetal Alchemist is the kind of story that it makes you feel something. Unlike most other cartoons or animes or TV shows or books you read, there's just something about it that makes you feel something deep inside. It's made me cry, it's made me laugh, it's made me hurt inside. Just thinking about it sometimes, I get choked up. It's something that it's worth spending your time to watch. It's the one series that I recommend to people that if they never ever watch another anime, they should at least watch Fullmetal Alchemist. And it's taught me, Fullmetal Alchemist has taught me that no matter what people tell you and no matter what happens in life, you can keep moving on. You have two legs, use them. It tells you that, you know what, no matter what's ever happened to you, you're alive. You can keep moving forward. And no matter what happens, there is that light at the end of the tunnel. And no matter what, you've got to get to it. Don't worry about your past. Worry about getting to the future. It tells you to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until you finally have reached your goal. And that's just the best thing ever. It's just a beautiful story, and I don't know what I would do without it. And this is what Fullmetal Alchemist means to me. This is how it touched my heart, and how it's touched the hearts of millions of fans worldwide. Just like me, all around the world, it's changed us. Fullmetal Alchemist, I